The Backrooms. You've been here before. Level 202. Halls of Chalk. Survival difficulty. Class 3. Unsecured, significant environmental hazards, minor hostile presence. Image caption. A hall of the level, with writings visible on the walls. Description: Level 202, also known as the Halls of Chalk, consists of a massive, potentially infinite maze of towering black chalkboard walls. The overall structure is mainly made up of halls about 3 meters, about 10 feet, wide, lacking any larger rooms. The entirety of the level is covered in a thick fog, which obscures visibility to only around 10 to 15 meters, about 30 to 50 feet. Airborne chalk dust particles may also pose a choking hazard, so a face mask is recommended. When looking up, one can see only the blackness the walls fade into. It is unknown if this is a sky or merely a ceiling, but no end to the walls has been found as of now. The ground of level 202 consists of fine white chalk dust with no known bottom. Throughout the majority of the level, it is packed down enough for wanderers to safely walk on. But there are places where the dust is extremely fine and loose, where entering would mean sinking in immediately. Should one fall into unpacked chalk, they will most likely meet a slow death due to suffocation, nearly inescapable from a lack of anything to climb out of. To date, no bodies of wanderers or entities have been found. As such, wanderers are advised to always check that the dust in front of them is safe to traverse on. The best method to do so is with a long walking stick or something similar in nature. Strange writings can occasionally be found on the chalkboard walls. The source of these writings is unknown, and is not believed to originate from wanderers due to the separation effects that are described later on in the article. The common consensus is that the writings originate from the distant figures that have been seen lurking in the fog. See entities below. But no evidence has been brought forth to fully support this claim. It is equally possible that these writings are simply parts of the level's form. Show all known messages. Beyond. Let me lead. Follow me. It's out there. Find it with me. It not on path. Sick. Follow. See. Various different arrows. Additionally, much like level 0, tutorial level, wanderers don't seem to be able to encounter other humans in the level. It is unknown if wanderers are merely separated by extreme distance or from something more anomalous, such as different copies of the level existing for each wanderer that enters it. This effect persists even when a group of people attempt to enter, as they are separated as soon as they enter it. This can easily lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness from being alone for long periods of time, which can be extremely detrimental to a wanderer's mental health in an already dangerous level. Remind yourself that you can get back with other people again as soon as you find an exit. Entities. Shriveled, vaguely humanoid entities have been documented by some wanderers, though no records of approaching them or direct interaction of any kind have been heard of, and information regarding them is scarce. Consequently, there have been no reports of hostility towards wanderers of any kind. They appear to merely observe from a distance, and wanderers who have attempted to approach have said that they often turn around corners and disappear. Bases, outposts, and communities. Due to the separation of wanderers, setting up bases, outposts, or communities seems impossible. Even if it weren't for that effect, the dangers and cramped sizes of the halls would make it rather pointless. Log. The following journal was found half buried in the chalk, which has stirred discussion on the validity of the separation effect. It was found to have belonged to Sky Rhodes, who is sadly presumed to have ended sourly considering the contents of their journal. Open log. Never logged anything before. I'm not the type to find new stuff, but I think I ended up in a whole new level. I guess there's no time like the present to start. I'm not entirely sure how I got here. I was in some level that seemed like a massive school. I'd wandered in there from 11. Note: See level 11, the Endless City. I was taking a quick rest in a dark classroom when I noticed a glowing face, I think they're called smilers, out in the hall. Terrified, I backed up against the wall and boom, tumbled into here. Anyways, the level. The walls are all extremely tall and solid black, and the whole ground's made of dense, packed white dust. There's dense fog in the air, and the dust being kicked up is making breathing difficult. I've been walking around for a bit, and it doesn't seem to be changing much. I've been walking around for a while now, and it doesn't seem like there's anything interesting in here. Nothing's really changing at all. I hope there's an easy exit nearby. I've been in here a while now, definitely several hours, and I saw a strange figure in the distance. It looked somewhat human shaped, though extremely withered, as if it was crumbling. I stood still for a while, and I almost think it was looking at me before it shambled off around a nearby corner. It's been 2 hours, maybe 3, since I saw the entity. I decided to head off in the general direction it went in. Just now, I found some writing on the walls. Read, "It's out there." I've got no idea what it means. Is there something deeper into this place? Who is the figure? And did they write it? Wish this place would have some actual answers instead of just more questions. I've been in here for ages. Several days at least. The maze doesn't stop. Supplies are low, and my perception of stuff feels a bit fickle. If anyone else finds this, do not trust the writing on the walls. Every time I've found some, it eventually leads to a place where the dust on the ground is incredibly fine and loose, unlike the stable stuff I've been walking on. After the first time, where my legs sank right in and I jumped back, I've been extremely cautious. You know, one thing that people don't mention about the hellscape of the backrooms is the boredom. There is nothing here. Nothing to keep away the depression and mind-numbing lack of anything interesting. I don't understand how other people cope with this. If anything, writing it down here is amplifying it. Though, at least the writing's something to do. I'm going insane. Is anyone else here? I haven't seen another person in so long. I just want someone to talk to, someone to help me get out of here. I'm so alone, so small, so lost. Get me out! It's been at least a week or two. I'm running out of everything. I've almost fallen in the loose powder 3 more times now. The chalky stuff is clinging to my legs. Do not come here! Get me out! Get me out! Get me out! Everything is wrong. Figures don't stop watching me, don't leave me alone. I hate them. The walls are too close, too tall. The dust is awful, getting in my lungs, choking me. The ground is unstable. I almost want to give in and fall. Everything fades away, everything crumbles, myself included. How long have I been here? Unimportant. Skin on my leg is crumbling. All things do eventually, I suppose. I'm not getting out of here. Does that matter? I can't tell what's right, what's happening anymore. I feel something is wrong, yet I must continue. I'm trapped, alone and isolated in this hell, already lost. Entrances and exits. Typically, no clipping through chalkboards on other levels, such as level 117, Math Class, or level 321, Infinite Art Studio, has a chance to result in tumbling out of the walls within level 202. Interestingly, the chalkboard usually requires partially erased writing or drawing to constitute an entrance. Though it doesn't seem to be required, it is believed to help one's chances of successfully entering. Exits. Small wooden frames can rarely be found on the walls, almost completely buried by chalk dust. No clipping through the section of the chalkboard inside these will bring you out of another chalkboard in a different level, seemingly at random. However, this is quite dangerous due to the unstable dust that they're usually buried in. Exiting should be a high priority, as this level can be highly dangerous. Bring a tool such as a small hand shovel to help dig for exits, and always have ways to keep yourself secured should you fall in, such as stakes and rope. Be on the lookout for the wooden frames at all times.